So when I was 13 years old, I was diagnosed with chronic regional pain syndrome, and I got told that it was incurable and I'd have to manage it for life through medication. So I went from being I couldn't sit or stand up for 5 minutes at a time because the pain got I was doing too much pain.
Wow.
And so yeah, it would stop me from doing really basic things, like having a shower in warm water. That would cause so much anxiety because it would be too much.
Wow, that's pretty rough, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you weren't able to do any sport?
No.
Were you able to go to school?
Yeah, sometimes. Most of the time I could manage school, but sometimes the pain, I was doing too much pain and I wasn't able to go to school. I was put on to Tramadol, and I was taking the highest dosage that a person is able to take. And I was taking 450 milligrams of Tramadol a day.
Wow.
Which really affected me through the 3 years that I was on it.
So 3 years of 450 milligrams of Tramadol a day.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Yeah. And did it work?
For the first 6 months, and then it stopped working. So halfway through 2019, taking the Tramadol was just habit, and my body depended on it, but it wasn't doing anything.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, the only thing it was doing was making me sick, or more sick than I was.
Wow. And then if you can't even handle water on it, that's a sign of just how bad CRPS really is. And I haven't had CRPS, but I have heard that CRPS is the worst pain there is. It's been recognized as just the most severe pain around. But thankfully, my experience has also been that people who come to me for CRPS generally get well faster than people with other pain conditions. And that seemed to be your experience.
Yeah.
So, tell us about what happened when you came to the switch.
On the first day of the switch, Mel taught me the quick switch, and I was able to do the switch in 10 out of 10 pain. And every step that I took forward in those 5 steps, I was able to physically feel a decrease in my pain. And by the time I sat down, I was 1 out of 10 pain, and it was the most surreal thing I've ever done.
That's amazing. So you were 10 out of 10 at the start, and every step it was going down till you were at a 1.
Yeah.
Wow, isn't that cool?
Yes.
So exciting.
Yeah.
And did it jump back up again?
No.
Wow, so it went down to 1 and that was it. You were just pretty much done with pain.
Yeah. And it went down to 1, and and then it's gone, and it's now in the negatives. I don't even think about the pain anymore.
Wow. So about 8 months since you came and did the switch, got rid of all your pain. Have you done any relapses in the 8 months?
No.
It's just finished, isn't it? You're done. Yeah. You're not going back there. Excitement
rather than fear.
Cool.
Sport now, which is really cool. Just been
brilliant.
Doing anything I want, really. I can do now.
That's cool.
And probably the biggest thing is how much your mind controls how you're feeling. And so I've had exams this past week, and I've got some next week, and that's been really notable because I'll wake up on a morning that I've got an exam and that I don't want to do, and I'll have a headache, and it's like, stop, I'll switch that. Because I know what I'm doing. Yeah. So it's actually really, your mind plays a bigger part of your body than you think it does. Just have an open mind and a want to get better, because if you don't want to get better, there's no point in being at the switch.
Yeah, you've got to be like really ready to get your life back, eh?
Yeah.
And then just getting right into it, open-minded, go for it.
Yeah.
And then it happens really fast. And you were especially fast. I wouldn't want to set up the precedent for new people watching this that somehow every person day one suddenly everything's over and they're all better. I mean, you were one of the fastest people I've seen. You know, most people probably have to keep doing switches. You know, they get better with each day, but they probably reach 100% sort of 2 to 6 weeks into their journey.
Yeah. Literally, that anything is possible if you set your mind to it. Everyone in my group has had improvements. You can see it when you're there in the course and in the Zooms after that. That change is possible.
Yeah.
And having other people around you that either have the same thing or not, it doesn't. It's seeing other people benefit from the switch makes you want to keep doing them to get better. So yeah, I think everyone has benefited from the switch.
Yeah.
In my group.
Yeah, which is the norm. You know, I see 8 people at a time, and results are high. And the rest of them took a little bit longer than you did, but they've ended up in amazing places.